I'm excited. It's Friday, and that means that after today, I have a week and 3 days. So I have our math test, and I was shocked. Good morning. This is Vlogmas day 6. I can't tell where this thing ends at. I put it right over the curb. Alright, I'm good. So, I'm heading down to Starbucks to get my coffee I just ordered, and I had to run by the bank really quick to get money for lunch today. So, and I don't know how dark it is, so, but it's Friday, and I'm just gonna slay the day because it's going to be a good day. And I'm wearing my elf shirt, which I'll show you guys when I get to the classroom. I'm excited. It's Friday, and that means that after today, I have a week and 3 days. So I have 8 days before Christmas break. So I am so ready for Christmas break. The kids are ready for Christmas break. And we are more than likely not going to be going outside today. I'm just gonna get the light on. There we go. We're most likely not going to be going outside today because it's not going to be getting warm enough probably, and it's right now it's raining, or it was raining, it stopped raining, and Rudy tried to play a joke on me and was like, so did they get a call yet? And I'm like, no. And he doesn't sound like that at all, by the way, and I'm like, no. And he's like, well, you have a 2-hour delay. I was like, no, we don't. And he's like, I guess you just haven't got the call yet. And I'm like, whatever. Guess what? We do not have a 2-hour delay. It's not even like icy or anything. I don't know what the temperature is right now. It's 36. That's what they do to us all the time. It's Roswell. Nothing happens. And then when we think nothing's going to happen, like when we had the huge blizzard of like 2016, however it was, and we were like, oh, it's not gonna be that bad. It's gonna melt away. No, it was like we were snowed in for a week. So, guess who forgot their breakfast this morning? This guy again. I don't know. I'm ready for break. I actually got the iced peppermint mocha, white mocha, I think it's iced white peppermint mocha, whatever it's called. I got that again, and it's not as sweet this time, so I think they made it a little better this time. Since it's all like wet and nasty outside, I have the perfect outfit for Gary. So, I'm gonna get that going. And I need to do his morning announcement thing. And then today we have our edge elastic test today for math. So the students will work on that in the morning, and we'll probably, I don't know if we're gonna do Flashlight Friday then or not. Oh, I need to get the movie out for the Elf today too. So we'll have the Elf story because Gary will be bringing that for the students today. That would be the little something something. And then hopefully, right now we are tied 11-11 on teacher versus students. So I'm hoping that they will get their Fun Friday today, or Fab Friday, or whatever we want to call it. And then whatever we have left to catch up on. I'm not sure if we're going to have time to do, well, we probably will. We'll probably do Las Posadas today, because we did Hanukkah yesterday. So we'll probably do Las Posadas today. Well, Daily 5, but I'm not sure I want to do Daily 5 today because our Daily 5 is so messed up this week. Because, like, yesterday, we started to do a Daily 5 center and the kids were acting up, and so I just ended it, and I was like, you know what, forget this. This is ridiculous. You guys are acting like something crazy. They're doing a thing where we take a piece of paper and I fold it in half, hot dog, like the long way, and then we fold it into threes, which will make 6 different squares. And then the first square, they're gonna put their name. And then it's like R2S, read to self, you know, and then it goes through each one. I have like little codes for each one. So I have different codes I use for each one. And so the students will, as they do the center, they'll mark it off. They're gonna keep track this time, and I told them you could only go to that center if I have approved it. So if you were like, oh, there's already 4 in that center, but I need that center as my last one, then I can approve it. And I can see, because I can look at your thing and see, oh yes, okay, somehow You did all the rest, and yes, you do have that one left. And then what I was doing was I had a little checklist thing that I was using, and I was checking them off. And it was taking so long. The kids that were coming to my table were like getting crazy and antsy because they were waiting for me to get there. But I was having to go through and mark everybody's thing off the list. I was like, you know what? This is ridiculous. That doesn't work either. So we're changing that. So I said, we're going to do it this way. You are now in charge of your stuff. I am not in charge of it anymore. And you have to prove to me that you need to go to that center. So if you need it and it's full, prove it. If you can't, then you go whatever center's up to. But I'm telling you, the struggle is real. They're getting ready for Christmas. They're getting antsy. They've been inside quite a bit. Like even when, like I said, I got to go outside yesterday in the afternoon, and the rest of the day went really well. But that's because they got to go outside. They got to do something. If I do indoor recess, they don't get to run around. They get to play. Like I have my indoor recess bin they play, and that's about it. I don't know. It's not over with, but this part of the day is over with. Today we had our math test, and I was shocked. My class average was at 87. Highest score we've ever had. I was so happy with that score. My lowest kids were 60. And those are kids that usually score like 20s and zeros. So that was a big deal. I was like, man, that was amazing. That was awesome. I was so excited. So yeah, so we did the edge elastic test in the morning. Then we started doing our spelling test. Then we have these people, which we had them come they come every year. They're called the storytellers. And they're like middle schoolers that practice these monologues from like popular like Christmas books. So like one of them this time was How to Catch an Elf. And there was 3 other books that I'd never heard of before, but they're like Christmas type books. And so they're like small picture books that they would read, you know, you'd read to your class. These storytellers, they memorize them, then they act them out. And they like do them like a monologue. They're really neat. And so this time here we only had 4, but I didn't know they were coming. Holy did not know. Usually they let us know like a week in advance, not this time. So they show up in the middle of our spelling test and they're like, oh my gosh, are you guys in the middle of your spelling test? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, but it's all right. We'll just go to the carpet. They'll take a little break. I told them, go to the carpet. You guys, so they listen to these stories. I'm like, these people put so much work into these things. Be respectful and responsible because they put a lot of work into these. And so they're like, okay. So they really enjoyed them. And then, so that like took up some time because I was not planning for that at all. So then we went back to their spelling tests. I saw Janice Wan. She differentiates her spelling tests. So I think I'm going to start that after break because they'll have one more spelling test next week, which are really short words, so that's why I'm not too concerned about them, but they're just blends again. So they're SN, SP, and ST blends. So they're really short, like stop, snip, spot. They're like those kind of things. We'll do that one, and then when we come back from break, I'm going to differentiate the spelling words. And so the kids will get different spelling words. And I think it's how I'm going to do it, but I need to get set up all the stuff, so I think that I'm going to do that after break, because I got to figure out how I'm going to give each group a different set of spelling words, if that makes sense. Or like, I don't think each group will have a different one, but like my first 2 groups will have the same, my second 2 groups will have the same, and my last group will have their words. So yeah, so I want to differentiate my spelling words because they're not, the kids that are low are just not, they're not grasping this and they don't understand what's going on. So there's really no point in doing it. So anyways, it's 3:20 now. I need to get paper passer done. Oh, I didn't write my list down. And I need to set up new math centers. I did set up the new Daily 5 centers groups, so I need to do the other one. And then I need to get paper passer classroom jobs, and I think that's about it. So I'm gonna go start getting that done so I can get out of here because I'm like so ready to go home. I'm so exhausted. I just got back from, we went to Target and Marshall's and ate over at Chili's, and then I also went to Dollar Tree because I had to get prizes for our prize stash. So I got like these plastic snakes. They have these cool little like boxes that look like Legos. But those are cute. Got some of those. I got So mustaches. And then they had this pack of 25 dinosaurs. So that was kind of cool. And then I first saw these, and I thought these were cute. And they are 25 My Little Pony things. I guess they're just called ponies, but they're like little My Little Ponies. And then I got a bunch of Play-Doh, throw in the Play-Doh into the ready. And then I bought a bunch of like candies and treats that the elf will be bringing the kiddos. So, and then after that, I drove around and looked at Christmas tree lights. Close out. So thank you for watching Vlogmas Day 6, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.